Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going in Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. As you can see behind me, Drew McIntyre. Not behind you, behind me. Look at back on my television.
Oh, yeah, I see there. Drew McIntyre's got the title belt on his shoulder because he is, in fact, undisputed WWE champion.
Yes, he is. He is the undisputed Universal WWE Champion, whatever they're calling it these days.
They don't call it Universal anymore. It's just undisputed WWE champion.
What did I text you? Right when this match was starting?
You texted me a lot.
I said Jacob Fatu's supposed to be backstage. Maybe he'll help Drew win.
Yeah, in all caps.
But that was firmly being sarcastic.
Yeah, because my reply is me trying not to laugh.
Right. Yes.
Sticker.
You know, I've been optimistic that this could happen. Even today, I think it was a Body Slam report.
Yeah, it was corroborated by Fightful Select as well, saying there's people backstage lobbying for Drew to win. But in the Fightful thing, it made it seem like that lobbying wasn't gaining much traction.
Oh, I didn't see the Fightful one. I just saw the Body Slam one. All right. Well, apparently that gained traction, and who knows? Maybe they were just throwing stuff out there, leaking it to working the sheets or whatever.
It's entirely possible.
But 3 stages of hell, which was a lot. When Drew dropped this stip 2 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry. Here, this is what this Fightful actually said.
Yeah.
Referring to Body Slam's report about the internal push for Drew to get the dub today. It says Fightful has heard similar, but no traction on if it's actually happening. So they haven't got it word on if it's actually happening. So
got it. They
didn't necessarily poo-poo it.
Right. The 3 stages of hell, which we haven't seen since I believe they said 2013. Because I watched that little, 3 stages of hell by the numbers deal.
I had to fast forward through it because I was running way behind. I had to catch up.
Did you forget that it started at this early at 11?
No. I remembered that. I just, I had things I had to get done today, and those things just ran long. Gotcha. Unfortunately.
So regular match, falls count anywhere, cage match. I was like, but they actually executed the 3 stages of hell match really, really well. They made the first match, the regular match, like a pretty quick match. Like it was not
6
very
minutes,
long.
they said, yeah.
And it stayed outside of the ring for a lot of it. And we got, a kick to the balls, Claymore, and then Drew McIntyre gets that first win. And it's like, okay, well, Cody's going to win the next 2 because Jacob Fatu's going to come out. And Jacob Fatu did come out. But Cody kind of played himself. He grabbed Jacob Fatu after he was attacking Drew McIntyre. And then they just started having their own match. And Drew McIntyre was like, I'm going to bump out of here. And then
peace. I'm out.
He fell right out. So now he gets to be champion in front of people.
Yeah.
I've been saying this, that there's not a lot of options for people to take the title off Cody. And Drew is one of them. And finally, they decided to roll with Drew McIntyre. I love this decision.
So it's interesting. So first off, hats off to Cody and Drew, because over the length of what was about a 40-minute match, from the opening bell to the very end, they kept the intensity at 11. It was maxed.
Absolutely.
And hats off to them as performers for being able to do that, because that's what really sold the entirety of the match for me was, all right, there's an urgency and intensity here that befits a match of this stipulation. It felt like a pay-per-view match, and not just a pay-per-view match, like a major pay-per-view match. Like this could have been on SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Or on the Rumble or at Mania.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't have, you wouldn't have batted an eye if this was the main event of Night 2 WrestleMania, and you would have been satisfied with it.
Absolutely.
It was that quality, and a lot of that is because of the intensity that they brought for the full length of the match. It's an interesting situation because right before the main event, Nick Aldis announced a little mini tournament to determine the next number 1 contender for the WWE title for a match at the Rumble. And so they have it next week in London, another early SmackDown. 4 qualifiers. The winner of those qualifiers meet in a fatal 4-way. Winner of that fatal 4-way is then going to take on now Drew McIntyre, unless Cody wins it back between now and the Rumble, for the WWE Championship at the Rumble.
Right.
So briefly, the field for that little mini tournament, you got Miz versus Orton. You got Matt Cardona versus Trick Williams. You got Priest versus Solo, Sammy versus Ilya.
Yeah.
Sammy's winning this because earlier on the show, he said, I kind of hope Drew wins that because I've never beat him. And how good would it be to beat him to win the WWE title? Sammy's got to win this tournament. It makes all the sense.
Because they're going to the Rumble as well. That's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
It's going to be Trick and Sammy in the finals of this tournament. I feel.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I could totally see that. But yeah, for Drew McIntyre, after all this time, 6 years. I mean, we're coming up to 6 years since pandemic happened, which of course is when he won at WrestleMania. He won the Rumble that year, and for him to never hold that in front of people.
Well, he did for like 4 minutes at WrestleMania until Priest cashed in on him.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. To not have a proper reign in front of people.
Yeah.
And now to do this, I'm really glad for the guy.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good idea, and on top of that, doing it in Germany. Number one, God, I love these early SmackDowns. That 3 hours. Look, I love number one, doing on the VPN where it's like, oh, you got 3.5 minutes of match that you don't really need to see because it's during commercial. It has that little bug at the top. It says 3.5 minutes left. So I can go out, make my lunch, say hi to Lacey, et cetera, et cetera. And then our day is done by, 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is great. So personally speaking, selfishly speaking, I love that. But also the German crowd, they were into Drew McIntyre. People were plenty into Cody, but at one point there was a dueling Cody sucks, let's go Cody chant. A lot of people were into Drew McIntyre because, of course, they're in Europe and that's right next to, the Scotland. And so yeah, man, that's great stuff.
It is, and I was pessimistic on Drew's chances unless I felt like the title win would probably be the culmination of some evolution of his character. Mm-hmm. And then today I got to thinking, what if the title win is the kickoff to the evolution of his character? Mm-hmm. I didn't necessarily thought about it in those terms because for so long, he blamed all his bad breaks on other people rather than looking at himself and maybe thinking, oh, maybe I am my own worst enemy. A lot of these matches I lost because I screwed up. Yeah. Here's an instance, though, where the break went his way.
It did, and it was kind of like because of him also. Like he's the one who took out Jacob. Jacob attacked him. Yeah. And Drew ended up benefiting from it. So maybe the evolution is simply going to be double down.
Maybe it's all worked out now. Now it's like, all right, everything's coming up Drew McIntyre now,
Right, and, exactly, yeah.
He's just going to ride this wave of good fortune, carry that title. Here's, I guess, let's assume Drew does not lose the title back to Cody before the Rumble. At this point, I think that's a fair assumption to make because I don't know if they just have that title on Drew for the next a week, basically. Because we're 15 days out from Saturday night's main event, and then now 22 from the Rumble. No. Yes, 22 from the Rumble because it's on the 31st. So you got to assume Drew's walking into the Rumble as champion. Now, regardless who he faces, let's assume he retains at the Rumble.
Yeah.
So now we got to discuss, given the new landscape here, who potentially could win the Rumble, who could Drew potentially face at Mania if he holds the title until then, and also, is there a scenario, like maybe at the Chamber, where Cody and Drew run it back, Cody wins the title back?
I mean, the Chamber makes the most sense if they're going to do this pre-WrestleMania. Well, let me ask you this. If Drew holds on to this title until Mania, is he main eventing night 2?
If it's Cody and Drew?
Well, that would. But if they're talking like, is Cody Drew? I love that for WrestleMania better than Roman Cody.
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is then, too, how are they going to up the ante from what we saw tonight at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
You know, they can do Hell in a Cell?
Well,
WrestleMania? Like,
I get what you're saying, but doesn't WrestleMania up the ante? Like a regular match at WrestleMania, come on, that ups the ante right there.
I guess, but after what we saw tonight, I feel like they got to bring something other than just a standard match. Yeah, sure, a 45-minute, well-wrestled standard wrestling match, sure, that's great, but I just feel like after what we saw tonight, if this is the blow-off for the title, you got to up that ante a little bit.
Well, listen, on tomorrow's episode, which we have to refilm a little segment for, it's 10 things that should happen and need to happen in WWE in 2026.
One of them happened.
Yeah, look at us. Yeah, our number one got spoiled already. It's already out of date.
Yeah.
But one of the entries, here's a little preview for you, has to do with a moratorium on Cody having that title and the idea of elevating him to above title. Does Cody versus Roman 3 without the title main event night 2 or even night 1?
Well, what's Roman's motivation for going after Cody if not the championship?
Oh, they can do a thing. If Roman's at the Rumble, if Roman's at the Chamber, and one of them screws the other from getting a shot.
What if they do Roman and Drew at WrestleMania?
You know, the Drew having this title right now really does, like, I feel like up until like yesterday or something, depending on what the plan was, if there was a plan or if this was today, Bruce Pritchard saying, hey, Hunter, hey, Paul, we should probably do Drew.
I don't think Bruce Pritchard would be the one that'd be like, hey, we should change plans. It's probably like Ed Koskey or something.
Okay, Ed Koskey. Triple H chewing ice. Koskey pitches him. It's a really good idea. Triple H understands it.
Yeah.
And that throws a lot of stuff. That whatever was penciled in like last year, now that's something different. Like, dude, it's possible, sure, that they have Drew lose this title before Mania, but what a fucking drag that would be. I don't like that.
It would. Like the prospective lineup for Mania that was discussed, Braun, Punk, Roman, Cody, as the two potential men's world title matches. I honestly felt were a bit underwhelming for WrestleMania. I don't think we need Cody Roman already main eventing WrestleMania 3 the last 4 years.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
I wonder if Seth Rollins, there's so many mental gymnastics here. Let me just throw this question out to you here.
Sure.
What main events night 2? Roman Punk, Drew Cody.
Probably Roman Punk.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Because Roman, huh?
Yeah.
Because Roman.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's I feel like that's kind of like, kind of a toss-up.
Unless it's Cody, Drew, and like Hell in a Cell.
Oh. Okay.
Or some stipulation.
Inferno. Beat the clock challenge.
First blood match. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then maybe that would have a shot. But yeah, I do like that Drew winning tonight kind of seemingly puts doubt into all those plans.
I love
if
that.
They actually were plans.
Yeah.
That got out. Because now it's like, all right, well, obviously we're not getting Roman Cody. Well, I should say obviously we're not, because it's always possible Cody gets the title back before Mania.
Yeah, right.
I hope that doesn't happen. Because I feel like the match, if they want to try to sell us Cody Roman as main event of night 2 of Mania, and then try to do without the title, no.
Dude, if they, I would have to be sold on that. I feel like they could sell me on it in terms of the two biggest matches. I'm going to put it this way. They could sell it as the third of, the series between the two biggest matches we've seen in modern WWE.
Yeah.
Cody Roman 1, Cody Roman 2. This one doesn't need a title. It's just like the rubber match for the future of the company. Roman's not going to be around very much longer. If they really add a heavy dose of history and story.
If it's a match for the future of the company, Roman's out the door. Cody wins automatically, even win or lose. He gets the dub. He's
you
sticking
know,
around.
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, if Roman wins, he leaves, and there's no future of the company anymore. They got to close doors. That's
exactly. Yeah, Roman ends up being the last champion in a way. Yes.
You know what I mean, though. You know, it's like it's like, you know, if Rock had beat Cena both times, it's like, okay, bye, Rock, closing it down.
Yeah.
They could frame it like that, and would it be a hard sell? Maybe. At the same time, they're really good with the production aspect of things. You put the right voiceover guy on it. You put the right song. What would be the song?
You get Brian Cox to voiceover.
Oh, see, I'm sold. What's the song?
Let's see. Good song. How about
buck the trend of like high energy? I want something like Sigur Rós or The National. Give me
meditative. Yes,
the National.
A meditative song. One song that popped in my head was the Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. I don't know why.
Yeah, dude, that is great. No, that's nice. Oh my God, that's so good.
With Brian
and you
Cox.
know who would love that song? Triple H. Oh, 'cause I love you. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good song. I got to put that on my playlist.
It is a good song.
If they do that, Steve is sold. I'm sold.
You're sold?
I'm sold.
If they do that, they're watching this damn show.
I hope they are. And hey, that idea is free gratis. I just want to see it. Can Robserver maybe make us a video package?
You're saying the idea that I put together? The
Yeah,
pairing
they
I
can
put
have it.
together is free
Yeah.
gratis? I get no say in this?
Yeah, they can have it. They can have it. Come on, it's
I
TKO. They're not going to give us anything. I want Observer to put that music video together. It can't go anywhere because you can't put it on YouTube.
No.
But oh man, that's a good one. You did good there. But no money. But you know what does get us money? Sponsors. We've got sponsors for the show this week, Larson.
do.
So let's go ahead and talk about them.
Let's do it. This episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by Brooklyn Betting. Guess what, Steve?
What?
Another night of poor sleep for Larson. I'm tired again.
I'm tired of listening to you talk about being tired, man. It happens every day.
It does. I was up like around 5 o'clock today, and I just can't seem to get my rest. Maybe it's part of getting old. Maybe me in my bed right here just aren't a good match.
I'm getting old too, and I sleep like a log every single night. So it's not that. Can't help you with that. Sorry. I can help you, though, when it comes to finding a better bet, because Brooklyn Betting knows that sleep isn't one size fits all, which is why they offer handcrafted mattresses for every size and every body, even hard to find sizes like Larson's size. And if you're not sure which mattress is right for you, you could take Brooklyn Betting Sleep Quiz and find your ideal match in just under 2 minutes. Just last year, we got my kid Devin an Aurora Lux cooling mattress from Brooklyn Betting. He's been sleeping like a dream ever since. Plus, Brooklyn Betting offers a 120-night comfort trial, so if you don't love your mattress, they'll help you return or swap it hassle-free. And I know you've got neck issues, Larson, because you endlessly complain about those as well.
My neck hurts.
Yeah, Brooklyn Betting is one of the few mattress brands endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association for spinal alignment and back health.
So go to brooklynbetting.com and use our promo code RAW at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbetting.com, promo code RAW for 30% off site-wide. Support our show and let them know we sent you after checkout. brooklynbetting.com, promo code RAW. And this episode is sponsored by him, Steve.
Yes.
I'm looking at you right now.
Uh-oh.
And I could tell. This is some real talk.
Ooh, yeah.
I could tell. In 2026, you're thin on the confidence. And I know why.
What?
Because under that hat there, you're thin on the hair, aren't you?
Right here?
Yes.
Confidence all-time high. Hair is great. But think about you, Larson. How about this? You're the one losing your hair. Your confidence shattered.
Oh, my confidence is great. But here's a New Year's resolution for you, Steve. Listen to me, especially when I tell you that Hims is offering convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatment options with doctor-trusted ingredients that work to stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. And here's a part you'll really like. You don't even have to leave your house to do it. Hims brings expert care right to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans for real health concerns all in one place so that you, Steve here, can get back to being your old confident self. So for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/goinginraw. That's hims.com/goinginraw for your free online visit. hims.com/goinginraw.
Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride.
And this episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's a new year, and with it comes an emphasis on making changes in one's life. But a new year doesn't require a new you, maybe just a less burdened you. Therapy can help you more easily figure out what weighs you down or what holds you back. And that was something I found out firsthand about 20 years ago when severe anxiety was holding me back from doing really much of anything. But after finding the right therapist, I learned the tools I needed to get back to being a better Larson.
BetterHelp offers quality therapists who work according to a strict code of conduct that are fully licensed in the U.S. And BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals.
All you need to do to get started is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences. And BetterHelp's 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you could switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations.
BetterHelp makes it easy to get matched online with a qualified therapist. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/raw. That's betterhelp.com/raw. All right, man. So let's talk about this Cody Drew thing, how it went down. We saw a replay.
They actually did a good job, sorry to interrupt, over the course of the night. Mm-hmm. Really, they spent the last 2 or 3 weeks really trying to expand the breadth of who is like gunning for that title.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if that's partially because of this little mini tournament they got coming up. I would expect so.
Yeah.
But basically, even Matt Cardona, who just showed up again, is like, I want that title, Cody.
Well, more people are interacting with more people.
That's always a good thing.
And that is such a necessity for a 3-hour show. And if we start getting, and I wonder if that's some of the recent like creative shakeups that they've had where Road Dogg's not running it. It's like the one guy running both of them.
Well, it's Ryan Ward who's overseeing both, but each show has their own kind of head writers. But I think in the newsletter this week, Meltzer said that when it comes to Smackdown, I guess specifically, Ryan Ward is assuming a bit more responsibility, and the 2 co-writers, one of whom is Road Dogg.
And if that means we're going to get more of an organic show where it feels like one big thing and not a bunch of isolated, islands basically, then that's a great thing. That's awesome. That's what makes Raw watchable, for example.
Yeah.
So, and we get a little bit of that. We kick off with a priest, and Byron is with him, and he's asking how he feels after the ambulance match. Priest says, "To be honest, I hurt. For 6 months, I got beat down by Aleister Black. And he won some battles, I won the war. I see some guys calling their shot out here. So for 2026, I'm throwing my name in the hat for the world title. Hopefully that leads me to someone I respect. Cody Rhodes." So Drew walks up. You hear the crowd in the arena. This is all backstage. The crowd in the arena goes crazy. And he says, "Hey, Drew, I know how dangerous you are. Maybe you become champ tonight. But if that happens, maybe we go another round. Remind the world what happened to your brain last time we were in the ring. Good luck, Warrior." And then Byron asks Drew, "Hey, what's on your mind?" He's like, "Oh, emotions are high. Not mine. Cody's are." He says, "You see that when I set that picture on fire? It's why I can only imagine the look on his face when he sees I have this." He's got the watch. He stole Dusty's watch. He says, "That's the very watch Dusty had to pawn when he blew the family fortune to pay for Cody's future." And he says, "I'll tell you the future. He's getting DQ'd in the first fall. Then I need one more fall. So finally, I could be WWE champion." And then later on, we got Matt Cardona. He's with Byron. He's asked about last week and his return after 5 years. And Cardona's like, "It's been almost 6 years. Feels great. When I first left, I had 3 options. Be negative, coast off the name Zack Ryder for my career, or bust my ass to make it here one day, back here one day." He says, "I chose number 3. Hold on a second." And then he walked up to Cody because Cody's just hanging out because they're buddies. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Hey, look at this guy." And he's like, "Who let this guy in here?" And he's like, "Good luck, man. Big match." He's like, "I know it's not a great time to break it up, But when I say I'm back, I'm back. I came back to win that belt right there. Cody says, when I'm done with Drew, we'll talk.
Yeah. So then later on, Byron interviews Sammy, and Byron asks him, who you got tonight? Who's going to win? Sammy says, I hate to admit this, but a small part of me wants Drew to win. He's famously someone I haven't beat, so to beat him for that title, it's great. But Cody's my friend. He's a great guy. I'm rooting for Cody. He's one of the best champions we've had in a long time. It's about facing the best of the best. But asking me who I think is walking out, it's like, yeah, my money's on Cody. No matter who walks out, though, needs to know I'm waiting on the other side. So before the main event, we got an interview with Cody. And Byron asks him his final thoughts, and Cody says, as WWE champion, there's no solitude. You're doing a great job, Byron. He says, Drew, you had my father's watch, and after what you did, after what you did last week, when you want to talk about my father, is it so unnecessary? But worst of all, it is so unnecessary. But worst of all, it's lazy. Dusty doesn't make the comeback. I do. Most don't find that out until they look at the lights, just like Drew. Then it's on to the Rumble and Mania. So after that, all of this says, yeah, we're having this 3 stages of hell thing. But what he seems really interested in is this little mini tournament to determine number 1 contender for the Rumble. So we get this video package. And he says next week, Wembley, 4 qualifiers. Those winners of those 4 matches face off at Saturday night's main event. Winner of that faces the champ at Rumble. We winner of the field already. Mm-hmm. And you got to think Sammy wins that.
It would certainly make a lot of sense because I don't really see him winning the Rumble. So, if you're walking into Saudi Arabia as the challenger, they're going to get behind him. And, the heat when he gets Claymored for probably a second time and loses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we had the main event, 3 stages of hell.
Yes. So the first one, like we said, is pretty short match. Here's my one little point of contention here about this whole thing, the whole thing, because I thought it was a phenomenal, like three stages of hell.
Yeah.
So Drew wins the first match because of a low blow. He takes the turnbuckle pad off. Ref is like, let me figure out how to put this thing on while action's happening behind him. And he hits a low blow, hits a Claymore. He wins the first fall. The second and third falls are not. He did try to get Cody DQ'd. He gave him the chair.
You asked him why he did this to kick Cody in the balls again?
Yes.
It's a fair question.
Yes, it is.
Falls count anywhere as soon as the second stage
Just
starts.
stomp.
Yeah.
Stomp
Claymore.
on it.
Don't Claymore the face.
Claymore the dick.
Yes.
Yep.
Easy win for the second fall. No, that's a fair point.
Easy peasy. 2 straight.
Yeah, I don't understand why in these no DQ type stipulation matches
just go after dick.
No one endeavors to immediately just right for the front area.
We got
the man parts, as Joe Test said tonight.
We got 2 parts where Cody bit Drew on the leg, Drew bit Cody on the leg.
Yeah.
Aim higher.
Yeah, why not?
He's right there. Basically, it's like face to butt. Just go for the butt.
That's what Takeshita did to break up the tombstone.
Right. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. So Cody gets the second fall after he hits a crossroads on the announce desk. That was preceded by Cody leaping off the vomitorium to put Drew through a table. So it's tied 1-1 going to the third fall. And they actually did a good job of keeping the cage match interesting. Cody hits a Cody cutter off basically the top of the cage. That was wild.
That was sick. That was super sick.
Pretty wild. And they start bouncing each other's head off the cage wall. And then eventually they both get crushed over the top rope. So when Drew falls off the top rope after that, he's kind of in the middle of the ring. So he realizes, I'm pretty close to the cage door. I'm going to try to climb out. So the door opens, and then Jacob Fatu, who's disguised, but it's Jacob Fatu.
So obvious.
Is standing there. And you think, he's going to slam the door in Drew's head. Cody's going to win. No. Jacob attacks him and gets in the ring and starts beating the hell out of Drew. Mm-hmm. And then Cody, I don't know why he did this. He should be like, all right, fine. I'm gonna leisurely and casually ambulate my way right out of this cage.
And they're like near the door, so it's like, I'm just going to climb the thing.
But no, Cody gets on Jacob, like, what are you doing? So Jacob punches him.
That's the thing, man. I appreciate that about a fighting guy. If it's you or me, a couple of weasels,
I understand it. I do.
Trying to get out of there any chance I can. But it's like, man, you just got in my business. Now you're in my business. I don't like you in my business. I don't care if it is benefiting me.
I understand it. But
Get your fingers out of my food, man.
So yeah, while they're going at it, Drew escapes, new champion. So then Jacob stares at Drew, and he's upset, but not terribly. I don't feel like he's that upset. He kind of does this.
No, it's a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm moment.
It is.
Honestly, Rob Zerver needs to put that.
Yeah.
The curb, because he just fucked it. You go attack this guy. As a direct result, you elevate him to world champion.
Yeah.
And you could tell that look on his face was him. I kind of thought, I was like, oh, because I see that look on your face. And I was like, I wonder if he's going to also attack Cody so that he can go after Drew for the world title. But he's sitting there with this look on his face I made a huge mistake.
Oops. Yeah, more regret than anger. He's just that's a bad idea.
It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I probably should just let that match play out, and then I'll attack at the end.
Or at most, just slam the door in Drew's head.
Keep it simple, Jacob.
Yeah, don't overthink things.
It's a Sacramento thing. It's a Sacramento thing.
So then Cody throws Jacob into the cage, and he's seething, stares at Drew on the ramp, and Drew can barely get to his feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
he's as shocked as anybody.
Yeah, he is.
I like that Cody slamming Jacob into the cage is such an afterthought thing because he just does it and then put his attentions back on Drew.
Yeah, I know.
So it kind of made Jacob look like an asshole twice.
A little bit. Maybe at that point Jacob's like, I better leave well enough alone at this point. I've got myself into enough trouble as it is.
I'll be honest, Cody. I had that coming.
Yeah. It's all right. Fair enough. Touche.
Don't blame you, big fella.
Yep.
Let's go get some bratwurst.
Yeah. So to open the show, we have Randall Keith Orton come to the ring. Mm-hmm. He's basically instantly interrupted by Trick Williams. So he's standing across from Randy in the ring. He says, "Let me stop you there, Randy. Every week, another star comes out and say it's their year. I ain't having none of it. Let's be real. In case you haven't noticed, a new star has arrived. His name is Trick Williams. I don't know about Germany, but every other company loves some Trick Willie. Says I'm 6'5", 260 pounds, 8 abs, 3 chains, 3 cars, 2 feet. Once I put my lemon pepper steppers on, you better do the math. This ain't 2006. This is 2026. Let's talk about it."
Randy
Randy says, "Well, I'm 6'5".
You want to talk about it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
6'5". Yeah, go ahead.
6'5", 275 kids, a smoking hot wife. I do love lemon pepper chicken, but the only number that matters is 14 because that's how many world titles I've won. I see a star. No doubt when I look at you, you got the look, the gift, the gab, the confidence, but I'm not sure. You come out and interrupt me of all people. I don't know if you have the brains."
Ooh.
So there's a little more back and forth. Trick turns his back on Randy, and Randy's like, "I don't know what they taught you in NXT, but you don't turn your back on me. I'll give you a pass this one time." And so Trick smacks the mic out of Randy's hands and into the crowd. Randy hits him with the right, draping DDT. Then The Miz shows up and hits Randy with, looks for a skull-crushing finale. He gets hit with an RKO.
Yeah.
So then Ray Phoenix makes his entrance as Randy is making his way backstage. Randy says to Ray, "Go kick his ass." We get Ray Phoenix versus Trick Williams next. Ray Phoenix did not exactly kick Trick Williams' ass because Trick Williams got the win.
No, he didn't. I was so concerned because this whole Trick came out for his match and I was like, oh, you're dressed to go and you're going to interrupt Randy Orton. He's going to give you an RKO. You're going to be selling that through the match and lose. Thank God that didn't happen. It was Miz that ate the RKO. Mm-hmm. Trick Williams got the win here. A couple communication errors between these two, but all in all, not terrible for Trick Williams' in-ring debut. Here's my thing. They are letting him gab. I want a little bit of that, personality. So far, Trick is a bit too guy who comes out to fight. He's sort of Triple H'd a little bit. And it's remember when Trick would be kind of funny about things and he was clever? Yeah. And he can't help but not be clever when he says stuff like, I'm 6'5", 3 cars, 2 feet, blah, 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 lemon pepper stepper. That's great, but I like the kind of funny Trick Williams,
Yeah, I know.
And I know, the later days of his NXT run, that was kind of gone. He was more, I'm intense main roster guy. But a little bit more flavor in the characters in general, I think it would be nice,
Without a doubt, yeah. So later on, Miz is backstage. He bumps into Mello and says, at some point, Mello, I'm going to accept the open challenge, win the U.S. title. I'm going to go on to get a WWE title match, win that. I'll be a 3-time Grand Slam champ. And Mello's like, all right, let's do it. And Miz says, no, that's not going to happen tonight. Did you not see what happened out there? I just got RKO'd. I can't bend my neck to the left, I think he says. And Mello's like, yeah, it's fine. We can run it back some other time. Isn't that right, Randy? And Miz freaks out because he thinks Randy's going to attack him. There's no Randy. Mello's just messing with him.
He was like, not.
Yeah. So Mello walks off, bumps into Ilya, and says, hey, I'm doing the open challenge tonight. Let's run it back later. Ilya says, yes, that sounds good, but first I need to talk to Nick Aldis about something different.
Yeah, like poor Mello. He's just going around like nobody really knows how the open challenge like works. Like you're just supposed to go out there and wait. Instead, he's going backstage and he's trying to figure it out first. He's trying to solicit people. He's like, "Hey, Miz," yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I can't."
I guess even if he knows a little bit in advance, he can prepare. Maybe that's smart of Mello.
No, it is. It's very smart, but it's also not necessarily like an open challenge. It's kind of a cheaty open challenge.
I would think he saw what Sammy was doing. The first few matches of Sammy's open challenge were basically booked for Sammy.
Yeah, those were horrible. It's not a real open challenge.
Maybe he's trying to do that so he can prepare. So Nathan Frazier was trying to answer the open challenge because he's backstage warming up, and who he thinks is Axiom comes up.
Why is it Gargano and Axiom are built the exact same?
Yeah,
because I thought I was folded first too. I was like, oh, it's just Axiom. And then he's like, where'd you get your mask? And I was like, oh, it's Gargano probably. And then he attacks him immediately afterwards. Yeah.
So then the real Axiom runs in and chases off Gargano. No U.S. Open Challenge for Nathan Frazier tonight. Instead, Nakamura answers the U.S. Open Challenge.
Nakamura. That was cool. That was a good
former
match. That was
US
a cool
champion.
match.
They gave that match a ton of time.
They did give it a lot of time. Yeah.
Nakamura is working over Mello's leg. Good job by Mello selling that. He's doing a good job, I feel like, Mello working babyface now.
I think he's doing a terrific job.
Yeah.
Because they're giving him stuff to do that isn't simply what you see in the ring. Like he has some character, some personality.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are Trick's going to be the guy to open that challenge and to answer the challenge, I should say, and take that title off Mello? You think they're going to address their past sooner than later?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I think that'd be not a terrible option. They
I
get
don't
him in
think
like
it'd be
a
a
real
terrible
feud.
idea, given that they have great chemistry.
They have terrific chemistry, yeah.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So Mello counters Kinshasa with the first 48, follows with nothing but net to get the W. They shake hands afterwards.
Yeah, good stuff from Carmelo and Nakamura. We also had Alexa Bliss challenging for the U.S. title. Julie and Kiana were backstage with Byron. He's asking her, what does this win mean for you? Says the title's back where it belongs. Kiana says she'll continue to dominate this entire market. Julie says, tonight, Alexa Bliss, legend of the women's division. I'll make an example out of her. Arrivederci. But then we got some Alexa.
I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why Kiana's with Julia.
Brother, I don't want to bring that up because I want to be rude about it. But I was sitting there watching this and I'm like, she had nothing. In fact, she detracts because I'll put it this way. I'm not going to say she's bad talking. She doesn't bring anything. And she is one of the biggest examples, I think, and maybe she will grow out of this. One of the biggest examples I can think of when I think of NXT promo people. If you're in NXT and you already know how to talk, then you're probably going to be fine. Mm-hmm. But if you're coming in, you don't know anything about it, and you just learned that NXT promo thing that just is not terribly good and sounds so manufactured, that's her. And on top of that, she doesn't really project all that much. Like they had a mic right in her face, and I'm like, I could barely hear her.
Yeah.
So she does not add anything to this. Julia would be so much better just by herself. Mm-hmm. Or with some sort of outside the box choice, like a Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? Like somebody who really brings something and makes her seem, oh, this is a prized athlete. This is a prize star.
Yeah, she's going to be perennial main eventer. Yeah.
Julia's doing more for Kiana James than vice versa, and that's not how it should be.
No. So anyways, yes, Alexa's on the phone. She's talking to Charlotte. Charlotte's evidently sick. She's like, "Oh, you don't sound good." And Bliss says, I didn't know I had this match till I got here. Just go rest and feel better." So she hangs up. Nia and Lash walk up. And Nia says, "Oh, does the queen have the sniffles? Convenient that the second you get a chance for yourself, Charlotte's nowhere to be found. Once it's about you, Charlotte had to make it about herself." And Bliss says, "Sounds like something you would do. Word of advice," she says to Lash. "Leave her before she turns things on you. Excuse me, but I have a match." So she goes out for a match against Julia. And Lash teleports to ringside and pushes Alexa off the top rope when she's looking for Twisted Bliss. That allows Julia to hit a Northern Lights bomb to get the W.
Yeah. They even referenced the super flu going around. What's his face did? Joe Tess. Oh,
yeah.
The super flu going around. It's not very good for people. So, anyways, there's this thing called a vaccination you can get. I know that only happens, and there's only for like a couple different strains of the flu.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 different strains.
And there's like 100.
Oh, there's like, gosh, I don't know how many.
Tons, yeah.
Viruses mutate all the time.
Yeah. Still, get your vaccinations. Anyways.
Yeah.
So afterwards, Lash and Nia mock Alexa Bliss in the ring. Nia throws her into one of those awesome KO forearms from Lash. Nia then hits an Annihilator on Bliss to finish it off. So hopefully Charlotte's feeling better and she can help Alexa Bliss here at some point.
Yes.
We also had Jordynne Grace, officially member of SmackDown roster and making her in-ring debut. She is not waiting to get started here. We had backstage Chelsea demanding a rematch for her U.S. title.
Rematch.
A rematch after interrupting Jordan and Aldis. He's like, "Hey, I've got good news, Chelsea. Jordynne Grace is officially on the brand." And she's like, "That's not important. I want my rematch." And Grace is like, "Listen, Nick, this is what I was telling you. I'm not going to be a diva like the rest of the roster." And then Alba Fires walks in and starts talking shit. Aldis like, "Oh, what a wonderful matchup this could be. Go to the ring and have match." So they had match. And Jordynne Grace hit a couple of really cool moves on Alba Fire here, including her finish, Beast Mode, for the win. As she was leaving, Jade Cargill, as champion, putting Jordynne Grace on notice. She says, "You think you did something there? You think you're special? Well, now you're on my show, and I am that biatch. You're on notice."
On notice. That's exactly what it was.
I like this new thing of champions putting the roster on notice instead of vice versa.
Wyatt Six battles MFT and 8-man tag action I have here. We got a video package hyping up this match. Match happened. And Bo Dallas ate a pin. I think it's the first time this happened since he's come back, right?
Yeah. What are you asking me for? Probably. Doesn't happen very often.
Like your cage match. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But do they kind of like Tama Tonga? Like, do they see something more in this guy? Because he's getting a little thing with Nakamura last week.
Yeah, he's been gunning for the U.S. title, or
right?
Seemingly in the orbit.
Yeah,
he's put on a lot of muscle,
dude. He's put on some weight, huh?
Yeah.
And he ended up getting the win on Uncle Howdy here.
Yeah.
This was I have not been number one fan of this particular feud. This was a fun match. This was a really well booked 8-man match. This was good stuff here.
It was, and so towards the end, Bo's got the mandible claw on, can't remember who. So Solo takes the lantern, and so that distracts Bo, and so he's looking for. So he kind of refocuses, looking for Sister Abigail on Tama. Tala Tonga breaks that up, and then Tama hits the cutthroat to get the dub. And then Solo leaves with the lantern.
Yeah, that was the big turning point. That's right, Solo with the lantern. Yeah. We also had Kit Wilson declaring that Nick Aldis is toxic. So he walks in and says, "I need to talk to you. The toxicity continues to grow and it concerns me. I didn't know who my opponent was. Look at my nose. I chipped a tooth. Wake up, Nick. Matt Cardona is the embodiment of toxic masculinity. What would you do about it?" And then Aldis says, "Hold that thought." And he slams the office door.
Right in his face.
Kit says, "You're toxic."
And that was SmackDown.
And that was your SmackDown. Another wonderful morning SmackDown.
Get another one next week.
Get another one because they're from London.
Yeah.
Can they just stay in? Can the European Union Sovereign Wealth Fund buy WWE? They could just have them all.
Every SmackDown in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'd be very happy with that.
You want to answer some questions?
I think that'd be a great idea.
All right. First one here from Jack Napier.
Anonymous tip.
Thank you.
Napier cleaning out Axis chemicals.
Jack asks, with Drew's win, do you think
He
it
said
telegraphs?
jackass.
With Drew's win, do you think it telegraphs Sammy winning at the Rumble and beating Drew for the title at Mania?
No.
Sammy's going to win this mini tournament, and he's going to face Drew at the Rumble. Yeah.
You guys got to remember, man, the main event scene is like super rarefied. You can't get into the Mania main event unless you've already main evented other pay-per-views like multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like
well,
maybe in the case of Braun Breaker, he won't have had to have done that.
Well, Sammy main evented night 1 of WrestleMania, main evented Elimination Chamber against Roman. Granted, that was a couple of years ago, but he's main evented 2 major shows.
And yet he doesn't feel like it. But you're right. You're 1,000% right. But, you're right. But he just doesn't feel
No, he doesn't. No.
So there's got to be an added criteria. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that if they're referring to you, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to throw a bunch of criteria out there. But it's like Braun Breaker, okay, maybe. They keep on calling him like the future WrestleMania main eventer. Yeah. So like, okay, cool,
yeah, that's got to play out in some fashion down the line.
Right. Yeah.
You'd think.
But otherwise, like Cody, Roman, now Drew.
Punk, Seth.
Punk, definitely. Seth, obviously. Yeah.
Brock, while he's still there.
Brock, yeah. Big Show if he comes back.
What's that?
I said Big Show if he comes back.
There's 2 names that haven't main evented Mania that probably will at some juncture. You mentioned Braun. The other one's Gunther.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I feel like even though Sammy beat Gunther, he beat him for the Intercontinental Championship.
Gunther just feels like he's miles ahead of Sammy at this point.
He does. I'm telling you. It's the brown shirt last week. This week it's the gray shirt.
With the sleeve.
You like when I sent
it up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like every week you're going to find some fashion faux pas there and point it out.
Oh, man.
Alex Foster here says, with wrestlers staring at titles or pointing at them to let champions know that they're interested in the title shot, what would Steve Larson do? We point at title. We just stare at it.
I feel like that's, what would we do?
All right, I got an idea.
Okay.
This is so dumb.
Yes, good. So I was trying to think of something dumb.
I don't know how you'd set this up. This is so stupid.
Good.
I don't know if you've seen the memes like on Instagram or someone like, the caption is, the wife asked me to cook the chicken, and someone has a raw chicken out and they're showing off their handles.
And they're like dribbling around.
around.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that where the
try to break her ankles.
Yeah, where the champ puts the belt down. Go ahead, cook.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You bust out your rock.
Oh, that's great. That's what I'm talking about. That's really good. That is really good. I don't know if I can beat that one, man. I don't think I could beat that one. Oh, shit. I dropped my pencil. Let's see here. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Cameron Shank says, like with Chris Jericho and Anton Chigurh, Razor Ramon and Tony Montana, what movie character would you like to see a wrestler incorporate into their persona? Hey, I had a thought last night. And I know this has been done, but I'm kind of surprised that I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. We've seen wrestlers change their characters after losing a title.
Yeah.
We've seen characters engage in romantic angles.
Mm-hmm.
Have we seen characters really dive deep into the depression that a breakup can cause as a character?
I don't think in any sort of serious fashion. I think if they do it, it's always played for laughs.
I was listening
On
to
WTV at least.
I was in the shower and I turned on my iPhone outside the shower. I started blasting Temple of the Dog. And You Call Me a Dog came on, which is a great breakup song, just a really terrific one. But then I got to thinking, I was like, as old men, married old men, breakup songs, even though Black from Pearl Jam, I love to death, right? Breakup songs don't really do that for me anymore. Now it's like songs about dying. That's what gets me. That's what can make me cry. But that got me thinking with this Call Me a Dog, because it's such a great song. And when it's my time, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't there been a wrestler who has completely become devastated after a romantic angle?
Well, it wasn't after a romantic angle per se, but the closest we got to that was Neville after losing the Cruiserweight title.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we've seen romantic angles, and I'm like, nobody's ever changed their theme song, changed their Tron, wore all black because
they all happened when Vince was running things, and it was always played for laughs.
Yeah, I know.
Or he tried to play it for laughs. It was never actually like, hey, let's do. He's not capable of it, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he understands the feeling.
Of it.
He doesn't understand the feeling. Yeah.
No. So he's incapable of trying to tell that story. Therefore, it never happened.
Yeah, but people always ask.
It's an opportunity to make someone a joke.
Isn't it wild that it's like one trope in narrative fiction that seemingly just is never really done in wrestling? So many other tropes are sort of done in wrestling, but that isn't. I think that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, that could be.
It's like, honestly, this is what we've always been harping on about Jey Uso. A personal traumatic relationship that he went through, and then you see the results of that.
Yeah.
That could be kind of interesting.
That would be interesting
to treat it with the heft that might deserve.
Yeah.
Anyways, which movie character would you like to see a wrestler incorporate into their persona? Biff Tannen. Hey, butthead.
Yeah. Let's make like a tree and get out of here.
Yeah, like a 50s high school bully.
Yeah.
That works.
Or a casino kingpin.
Yeah,
in the near future.
Yeah. Well, it's like the wrestling gimmick is he's got a sports book. He's got like a
he went to the future and got like the book.
Well,
so he knows all the matches and who's booked to win.
He's got the book.
He's got the book.
He's got the book.
And somehow uses that for his benefit.
That's great. Yeah, that's really good. I like that.
All right, I don't know about this question. The way it's worded. It says, Luis says, if you could only eat one body part from the following animals for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Okay.
The way it's put, one body part from the following animals.
Well, I'm thinking like a chicken thigh.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, but it's just the way.
You're thinking like, I got to eat some donkey dick.
So what part of the pig would you want to eat?
Oh, man. What's bacon?
That's the tummy.
The tummy. Boom.
I believe so. Yeah, bacon's good. I'll say the pork shoulder.
Yeah, pork is probably better, I feel.
Or no, maybe the ribs. Pork ribs.
Yeah.
Cow.
Again, I have to ask, what's the ground beef?
Whatever's left over.
That's what I'm having.
Oh, give me a bone-in filet.
Oh yeah, that's probably the better move.
Chicken. It's a chicken thigh.
Chicken thigh, bone in.
Yeah. Turkey. It's the turkey leg.
Well, it's a dark meat turkey.
Yeah.
What's turkey the dark meat? Yeah, turkey leg. Yeah.
Easy.
Donkey, the dick. Because, I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm like, we eat animals, and it's animal limbs and stuff.
It's different parts of the animal.
Different parts of the body, but I get what you're saying. You're like, donkey, the dick.
Josh M. wants us to blind power rank, or wants you to blind power rank these 8 finishers, but I never do this because I think that's actually a good episode to do. We'll do in the future on finishers.
Nope.
So.
All right, cool. Not gonna do that.
So here's the thing. If you want your blind power rank done in the show, don't make it about wrestling.
Yeah,
because odds are, if it's wrestling, at some point we might get to it over on Friendo Club.
Yeah. More importantly, we enjoy the non-wrestling ones probably more. Like, for example.
Oh, I have one.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and it's you're smiling about it already.
It's because you know what? I think the fucking embarrassing moments one was so good yesterday
Yeah.
that I love that Joe the meme maker is going to blind rank. It's going to have you blind power rank things you can now do as an adult.
All right. How many?
Which of these 6 things?
Right.
Which of these things from number 1 you most enjoy doing as an adult
Okay.
to number 6? All right, here we go. First up, going to bed as early or late as you like.
You know, if I actually saw the benefit
Yeah.
of going to bed early, like last night, I was at 9:30. I'm like, I'm going to bed. Mm-hmm. Just got up earlier. Didn't necessarily get any more sleep.
Yeah, you don't get much out of it. I'm a night owl, so like I'll be up until midnight, 1 o'clock sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. I think naturally that's me. I am a night owl.
Yeah.
But when you have kids and you have to get up at 6:30 in the morning to get them to school on time,
Yeah.
you can't really stay up till 12 or 1 anymore. At least
What
I
time's
can't.
the middle school bell ring in the morning?
8.
Fuck. It's going to suck next year. All right, next up.
No, I didn't put that anywhere. I'm put
Oh,
that at
yeah.
I'll put that at 4.
Doesn't really seem to benefit you all that much.
No, but I like the idea. I like being able to. It's good to have that flexibility.
Sure. All right, next up. Eating what you want when you want. Nobody tells you what to eat.
That would probably be much higher in my younger days.
Oh, yeah. But these
But
days,
now that
you
I'm
kinda eat
older,
good.
I understand that if I eat whatever I want, probably it's going to be garbage, and long term, that's bad for me.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But at the same time, if I want to eat something I know is good for me, I can go do that easily.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that at 3.
3. All right. Next up. Buying something straight away.
Oh, like as opposed to layaway?
No. If you're a kid, you can't buy whatever you want. You're an adult.
yeah.
You could buy whatever you want.
I mean, I guess that'd be number 1, wouldn't it?
That's got to be number 1.
Yeah.
I haven't looked ahead. Not having to do school classes you don't like. You get to choose what classes you want if you're going to do classes.
Yeah,
if you're
but
gonna go
then
to
when you
college.
have kids and help them with their homework, it's in a lot of ways revisiting the days of school when you didn't get to choose what you did at school.
I wish we got a pass to do one bad parent thing. Mine would be not help my kids with homework. Because like Bama shows up and, you know, she shows me this thing yesterday. She walks me through it. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't break down this fraction right here. And she was like, what? I'm like, dude, I swear I helped you break down fractions before. And then I just get lost in my own shit. Like, I know. And she's about to hit middle school. Fucking what?
Yeah.
Anyways, where are you putting this?
6.
Okay. Having a day off doing nothing with no repercussions. That actually, what? We can do that?
I didn't know we can do that. If I could do that, that would be 2.
Yeah. Yeah, like even a day off from like our job, like I still have to do shit as an adult.
Yeah, I guess in those few years between graduating college and starting a family, I guess those years.
You could do that, yeah. He says this also, playing whatever music you like as loud as you like. Again, Bama plays music a lot louder than I do.
Well, here's the thing, too. Unless you're able to live by yourself as soon as you hit adulthood,
yeah,
you even really can't do that.
you really can't do that.
If you got roommates, you got to be considerate. You can't be blasting.
Even if you're in an apartment.
Yeah, you can't be blasting because you're people next to you. Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Being an adult is a lot more restrictive than you'd think it would be.
It is. All right, you want blind power rank some these 7 action movie stars strictly based on their action movies, not the rest of their filmography.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, first, you ready? 7 names.
7. Okay.
First one here, Harrison Ford.
What is it? Air Force One, Indiana Jones,
Star Wars.
Star Wars. You can consider. Boy, those are killer. Those are killer movies right there. I'll put him at outside of Indy and Star Wars though. He's not really an action hero guy. I'm actually going to put him pretty low. I'm going to say number 5.
I mean, you could say that Indiana Jones and Star Wars are adventure movies more than action movies.
Yeah. You know,
There's action elements, but it's more about the adventure. Jackie Chan.
oh my God. So like, I'm debating whether to put him at. I'll put him at 4 because Jackie Chan. Like, I'm trying to think, okay, how likely am I to see this person, like, with an explosion behind him? Harrison Ford, not very. Jackie Chan, kind of. A little bit.
Yeah. Where'd you put Jackie Chan?
4.
4. And where'd you put Ford? 6?
I put him at 5.
5, okay.
Probably should have put him lower.
Next name, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee didn't really do action movies. He did, like, karate movies, which is similar.
Yeah, there's...
Did he ever shoot a gun in any of his movies?
No, but, I
feel like
he
that's
didn't have to.
It's kind of a prereq.
No, I don't think so. Because there's... What was it? Like hand-to-hand combat is action, too.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't have to...
How many car chases were in his movies?
Again, I don't think that
it was just him roaming around beating people up.
Yeah, that's still an action movie.
I'm going to put him under Harrison Ford.
Wow.
Number 6 for Bruce Lee.
All right, next, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, I mean, Arnold's got to be on here. But I'll actually, you know what? I'm going to put him at number 1. That dude was nothing but explosions and guns.
All right, that's what you consider action movies, is explosions and guns. Got it.
Come on
no
now.
room for hand-to-hand combat in these action movies.
Hey, Rambo did plenty of that, I tell you what.
Yeah, but he also... Gosh, that last one where he was on the Gatling gun. Gosh.
Just ripping people to shreds.
It was too much.
Too much is number 1. That's the point. Number 1, Sylvester Stallone.
All right, next, Keanu Reeves.
Kind of, because his career is so well-rounded that, like, the action element is kind of downplayed. But obviously, The Matrix, he got Speed.
Well, John Wick movies, too.
Oh, my God, the John Wick movies? Yeah, I'll put him at number 3. Oh, that's shit. Yeah, fuck.
What spots do you have open now?
Oh, man.
You got 1 and 7?
I'm going to put Keanu at 7.
So what do you got left?
I got 2 and 3.
Next tier, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, number 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Last name here is Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold number 3. I think I feel like my pen doesn't even comply.
Yeah, your pen disagrees with your own
You
list.
cannot tell me that the 3 guys that opened Planet Hollywood, Sylvester, Bruce, and Arnold, are not number 1, 2, and 3 in some order.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you put Bruce Lee way too low.
Oh, no. Bruce Lee should be number 7, man.
Wow.
He should be number 7.
Wow.
All he did was a bunch of Tai Chi Chuan. That's all he did. I did that. It's not that difficult.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no, man. Bruce Lee. Nah, it's just a bunch of crap. He basically did like 3 physical fitness movies, and you call them action films? Mm-mm. Nope. Yeah, I feel bad I put Keanu at number 7. Keanu should be at number 5. Move Harrison Ford down to 6, Bruce Lee down to 7. Yep. Did he ever use a sword? Bruce Lee.
Not that I'm aware of.
The fuck? He didn't even use a sword?
He didn't need to use weapons.
I think he did, though.
He could wreck fools with his bare hands, man.
Oh, here we go. Bruce Lee fights a boxer and a swords master. Take a look at this.
And guess what? He probably beat their asses.
Takes off his shirt because he was booked to. Who's this guy he's fighting? He looks familiar. No, I don't know who this guy is. All right. Oh, he's like a classically trained boxer. You can't bust this guy. Oh, man. Big. Oh, they've got him in an armbar. Holy shit. I didn't know boxers knew arm bars. Yeah, dude, this is just some dudes clowning around in a backyard right here. This is not an action movie. Sorry, but I'm totally right about this. Oh, look, now he's cheating. He's using like a wooden stick very expertly. That actually makes it a little bit action-y. Oh, he's got nunchucks. Oh, yeah, he used nunchucks. Yeah, that's cool. It's not a Gatling gun, though, is it? It's not an exploding car. Nope, it's not. You want to do another blind power rank?
Sure, I guess I got one more in me.
All right, cool. This one is from Darius the Great. Darius has 6 fictional billionaires based on how okay you'd be with them being real.
Interesting. All right.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
well, you know how we hate the richest man in the world?
Yeah.
How would we feel about these guys in power rank form?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 1, Tony Stark. Let me ask you something. He sort of, at least let's just talk about the MCU.
Yeah.
He sort of kicked off the superhero thing, right?
Yeah.
Is he responsible for Thanos?
I suppose you can make that case. Because what happened set those series of events, to take place. They tried to do the thing where, the first movie he's just, like a rich asshole.
Yeah.
And they tried to redeem him by the end of that first movie.
Mm-hmm.
A bit. I'm going to put him at, here's the thing too. I feel like there's a lot of really awful rich assholes in movies that I would not want to come to our reality.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And I'm not huge on Tony Stark, but I feel like comparatively he might not be as bad as some of the others, so I'm going to put him at 2.
We also don't live in New York in the MCU.
That's true.
So
they
I
get
think
the worst
we'd
of
be
it.
okay. They get the worst of it. Number 2, John Hammond.
Oh, from Jurassic Park.
Would you like dinosaurs?
They
did come to California.
They did, to San Diego, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be high.
Mm-hmm.
Because, doing that, thinking everything's going to go swimmingly. What do you think?
I feel like that's really close to what's happening today.
Yeah.
Doing this AI stuff, acting like it's going to be okay.
I'm going to put him at 5.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Lex Luthor.
I mean, he's a huge piece of shit.
Yeah. At the same time, he's sort of just like obsessed with Superman.
Well, and also world domination.
Yeah, but are we
He
worse
wants
off
Superman
for it?
out of the way so he can achieve his own goals.
So we
6.
can dominate world. Okay, 6. All right. Next up, Mr. Burns. All he really does is run a nuclear power plant for a small town.
Yeah. I mean, he treats Smithers like shit.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know how much influence he has on the rest of the
I
country.
mean, I'm sure based on what we've seen of The Simpsons, he has lobbied local government to allow him to release nuclear waste into the groundwater and water supply of Springfield because you got 3-eyed fish swimming around in Springfield.
Yeah, but generally speaking, nuclear power is actually pretty clean stuff.
It can be. Do I do 3 or 4? I'm going to do... There's probably at least one more lousy name, so I'm going to put Mr. Burns at 3.
All right. What do you have left?
1 and 4.
Okay.
I probably should put Tony Stark at number 1 now that I think about it.
Well, this next guy might have a case for that spot. Talking about Bruce Wayne.
Sure, Bruce Wayne, number 1.
I mean, I think his dad was a doctor.
Yeah.
And, he's a vigilante at night. He's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's generally portrayed like number 1 these days with billionaires. I just don't want to fucking see, like, don't try to be a cult of personality guy if you're a billionaire, And Bruce doesn't do that.
No.
And I'm pretty sure like most of Wayne Enterprises is fairly like beneficial stuff.
Yeah, and like he's huge into philanthropy and whatnot. Yeah.
And number 6, Logan Roy.
Oh, number 4. That's all I got left.
Number 4 it is for Logan Roy. I mean, it's basically just Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
We have a Logan Roy.
We have one of those, and one is enough.
It's a Rupert Murdoch or it's a Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's going to do it for the show today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.